Hello students, so once again I am here with the next video of chapter 2 chemical bonding. So I already told you that three types of chemical bonds are there: ionic, covalent and coordinate. Out of the three bonds, I have already explained you the ionic and covalent bond in 9th class as well as in the 10th class, and I told you that coordinate bond is a very important topic to study in class 10th because it is a new topic, and one question from this topic will be definitely asked in your board exam. Okay, so now let me explain what is coordinate bond. By definition, we can write that it is a bond formed by sharing a pair of electrons which are entirely contributed by one of the combining atom. Let me explain you. It is the bond formed by sharing a pair of electrons, not sharing electrons but sharing a pair of electrons, and these pair of electrons are coming from only one of the combining atom. So with this sharing word, don't get confused that it is similar to the covalent bond, because covalent bond you always study that it is formed by mutual sharing of electrons. So what is mutual sharing? Mutual sharing means both the combining atoms are contributing their one electron each for sharing of one pair of electrons, and if they are contributing two electrons each, they will be forming double covalent bond, and if they are sharing 3 electrons each, then they will be forming a triple covalent bond. But both the combining atoms, they will contribute their electron for the formation of covalent bond. But here the case is different. In coordinate bond, only one of the combining atom will come up with the pair of electron, and the other combining atom will come forward because it has shortage of a pair of electrons. Okay. So we can say that coordinate bond is half ionic and half covalent. Why it is half ionic? Because the atom which has a pair of electrons or an extra pair of electron is said to be donor. Okay, so it is going to donate that pair of electrons, so it will be donor, and the other combining atom which has shortage of a pair of electrons is said to be acceptor. So you can consider this part as the ionic part, because one which is having a pair of electron, an extra pair of electron is going to give, and other which is having shortage of a pair of electron is going to gain that pair of electron. But then when the pair of electron is donated and accepted, then these electron pairs will remain shared between them. So this part will be the half covalent part. Okay, so ionic part you can say, because one of the combining atom which has a pair of electron is going to donate, and the other is going to accept, so it will be an acceptor. But now after donation and accepting the pair of electron, it is not transferred from the shell of donor to the shell of acceptor. Still it will remain shared between them. The pair of electrons will remain shared between them. That's why it will be half covalent also. So the concept will be much clear with the examples. So 2 examples of coordinate bond are given in your syllabus and in the book. H3O plus hydronium ion and NH4 plus ammonium ion. But before we start the examples, first you should know the conditions for the formation of a coordinate bond. 2 conditions are there. So as you know that coordinate bond is formed by sharing a pair of electrons. So one of the combining atom should have at least one lone pair of electron. Okay, so it should have one lone pair because that should be the unshared pair of electron which can participate in the formation of coordinate bond. So one of the combining atom should have at least a pair of electron, an extra pair of electron, or a lone pair of electron, anything you can say, and the other combining atom should have shortage of a pair of electron. एक कंबाइनिंग एटम के पास एक एक्स्ट्रा पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन होना चाहिए, और जो दूसरा कंबाइनिंग एटम है उसके पास एक पेयर की शॉर्टेज होनी चाहिए, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन की नहीं, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर की शॉर्टेज होनी चाहिए. So the atom which has an extra pair of electron will donate, and the atom which has shortage of a pair of electron will accept, and then the same electron pairs will remain shared among them. So that is what the coordinate bond is. Now coming to the formation of the hydronium ion. Okay, let's start the first example with the formation of hydronium ion, which is represented as H3O plus hydronium ion. So before the formation of course the hydronium ion is the ion formed by water, or you can say that it is the ion which is formed by dissolving acids in water. From where you get this term hydronium ion? Hydronium ion is directly related with acids. So actually you can say that hydronium ions are released by acids, or when acids are dissolved in water, they release hydronium ions. So actually what the process is, before we should know the structure and polarity which is present in water molecule. So water, of course, you can write as H2O. How these are bonded together, I have already explained in the covalent bond section. The oxygen atom is at the middle and two hydrogen atoms are surrounding with one, and they both hydrogen atoms are sharing one pair of electrons with the oxygen atom. And yes, this oxygen atom also contain two lone pair of electrons. Okay, now due to presence of these two lone pairs, so there exists repulsion between the lone pairs and the shared pairs. So that's why the actual structure of water molecule is in this way, little bit bent, because due to VSEPR theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, the water molecule, it acquires a bent structure so that the electron pairs, they remain at maximum distance with each other to avoid the repulsion between them. So this is about water molecule, and water is polar in nature. Why it is polar in nature? Of course, it is due to the difference in the electronegativities of oxygen as well as the hydrogen. Oxygen belongs to 16 group, so of course it will be more electronegative than hydrogen. Okay, so electronegativity of oxygen is more, that's why the shared pair of electrons from both the sides, in both the bonds, the shared pair of electron will shift little bit more towards oxygen atom. So due to this shifting of electron pairs, this oxygen atom will acquire a slightly negative charge. This sign I am representing for slight negative. Okay, it is not permanent or perfect negative charge, it is acquiring a slight negative charge, and as these electron pairs are away from hydrogen atoms, so both the hydrogen atoms, they acquire slight positive charge. And as in the same molecule, they have developed two ends of opposite charges. That's why such molecule is said to be polar in nature, because that pole is developed. As the bar magnet, you can notice that it has two ends of opposite nature. One is north pole and other is south pole. In the same way, the same molecule has two ends of opposite nature. One end is having slightly negative and other end is having slightly positive nature. So that's why water molecule is polar. And if you consider an acid, for example HCl, okay, so HCl is an acid, and I told you that about the definition of acids. What are acids actually? Acids are the compounds which have at least one hydrogen present, and that hydrogen should be released in their aqueous solution. ओके, कम से कम एक हाइड्रोजन होना चाहिए, और वो हाइड्रोजन इनके एक्वस सॉल्यूशन में, यानी कि जब आप इनको वाटर में डिसॉल्व करते हैं, एट दैट टाइम दैट हाइड्रोजन मस्ट बी रिलीज्ड. सो एसिड्स आर द कंपाउंड्स विच रिलीज हाइड्रोजन आयन इन देयर एक्वस सॉल्यूशन. So what actually happens when acids are dissolved in water and how they form the hydronium ion, that is the most important topic you have to understand. So actually what happened, for example, let's consider HCl. HCl is an acid, but it will show its acidic nature only when it will be added to water. So what happened when acid is added to water? HCl is formed by sharing of a pair of electron. It is also a covalent bond, and there is a electronegativity difference between hydrogen and chlorine also. Chlorine belongs to 17 group, so it will be much more electronegative than hydrogen. So more electronegativity means more tendency to attract the shared pair of electron. So finally the shared pair of electron, due to more force of attraction from the chlorine side, they will get shifted towards chlorine. as chlorine is giving more force of attraction, so the shared pair will little bit shifted towards chlorine, and here also chlorine will acquire partial negative and hydrogen will acquire partial positive charge. So both the compounds, water as well as HCl, they both are polar in nature. So what happens when acid, this polar acid is dissolved in the polar solvent water, they experience dipole interaction. Now what is dipole interaction? Dipole interaction means the positive side of one compound is surrounded by the negative side of other, whereas the negative side of one compound gets surrounded or attracted by the positive side of other. So if you see the water molecule, these partial positive hydrogen ion will get attracted towards the partial negative chloride ion of HCl, and the partial negative oxide ion of water will get attracted with the partial positive hydrogen ion of HCl. So now due to dipole interaction, these water molecules, they get aggregated or surround the HCl in such a way that the positive part of HCl will surround by negative and the negative part of HCl will get surrounded with the positive. So finally from both the sides, they start attracting these partial negative and positive areas. So finally what happens, this bond will break, and it will break in such a way that the electron pairs which were already near to chlorine, they will go with chlorine, and so chlorine will be released as chloride ion. So it will take this electron of hydrogen with its electron, so it will come out as a chloride ion with the configuration of 288. So it will take this electron with they were the shared pair of electrons. So one electron was of chlorine and other was of hydrogen. But once the bond is broken, the electron of hydrogen also gets shifted with chlorine or is transferred completely to chlorine. So it comes out as chloride ion. On the other hand, hydrogen, its electron has gone, so it will come out as a proton with its vacant shell. जो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन हाइड्रोजन का था जो शेयरिंग में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा था, वो बॉन्ड ब्रेक होने की वजह से क्लोरीन के साथ चला गया. सो क्लोरीन एक क्लोराइड और स्टेबल आयन के फॉर्म में 288 की कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के साथ रिलीज हो गया. एंड व्हाट अबाउट दिस हाइड्रोजन? हाइड्रोजन इज ऑल्सो रिलीज एज अ प्रोटॉन. वाई प्रोटॉन? वी आर कॉलिंग इट प्रोटॉन बिकॉज it had only one electron which it has lost. Now only one proton is left with hydrogen and the vacant shell, खाली shell बची है. So hydrogen ion is released. So when these two ions are released, the anion, which is the chloride ion, this chloride ion, the same thing I have explained here also. The dipole interaction I have tried to explain. This negative side of HCl is surrounded with positive side of water, and here the positive side of HCl will be surrounded with the negative, and finally the bond will break and they will release the stable chloride ion and unstable proton. Why proton is unstable? The proton has vacant shell. Before it had one electron, now that electron has gone with chloride ion, so hydrogen is left with vacant shell, so it is unstable. Chloride is stable, so it will remain as such in the solution, but hydrogen ion, as it is unstable, it will try to attack another water molecule. This is the proton. And why it is going to attack the water molecule? Because oxygen which is present in water molecule has two lone pairs. Now there are the condition for the formation of a coordinate bond, because we have one atom, that is oxygen of water, which has two lone pairs of electron. That was the first condition for coordinate bond, that one of the combining atom should have at least one lone pair. तो इसके पास तो दो lone pair है, एक condition पूरी हो गई. And other combining atom should have shortage of a pair of electron. तो अब ये प्रोटॉन, इसके पास एक इलेक्ट्रॉन था जो जा चुका है, तो अब इसके पास एक पेयर की शॉर्टेज हो गई. So the conditions are satisfying the formation of the coordinate bond. So this proton which has a vacant shell and which has shortage of a pair of electron can attack any of this lone pair. या तो इस वाले को या इस lone pair को attack करेगा. And how this bond will form? This oxygen first donate this pair of electron to this proton. This proton will come and attack here. So the lone pair of electron of this oxygen will be given to hydrogen, but after donation it will remain shared between them. Okay, so now as the pair of electrons are shared and one proton is added to a neutral molecule, so now this molecule will become charged with one positive. Why one positive sign is introduced here? Because due to addition of one proton, before it was a neutral molecule H2O, but due to addition of proton, now it will get a positive charge, and this is the coordinate bond which is formed between this oxygen and this hydrogen or the proton, in which the electron pairs are first donated and then they are shared between oxygen and hydrogen. ये ऑक्सीजन के वैलेंस शेल से गए नहीं. अगर ऑक्सीजन के वैलेंस शेल से एक पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन चला जाएगा तो ऑक्सीजन के शेल में तो 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन रह जाएंगे, वो फिर अनस्टेबल हो जाएगा. बट नो such situation happens. The pair of electron will first donated to this hydrogen, but again it will remain with oxygen also. So this pair of electron is shared between them. So that is what coordinate bond. Let me draw the electron dot structure of hydronium ion. So hydronium ion is H3O plus. So as the molecular formula says, you have to draw one oxygen at the middle and 3 hydrogens at 3 corners. Okay, so 2 of the bonds are covalent. So you can show this covalent bonding between oxygen and hydrogen. One electron of oxygen, other of hydrogen. This is the electron of oxygen, this is of hydrogen, because this is covalent bond, mutual sharing. Now one lone pair which is left with oxygen and one pair of electron which it has given or shared with this proton, and overall you can put a positive charge over hydrogen or you can put positive charge here. So be very careful in showing this pair of electron. Never show it in dot and cross. डॉट क्रॉस का मतलब आपने म्यूचुअल शेयरिंग दिखा दी. इसका सीधा सीधा मतलब ये कि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑक्सीजन का, एक हाइड्रोजन का, पर यहाँ पे ये ऐसा नहीं है. जो ये एक कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड बना है, इस कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड की खासियत ये है कि ये दोनों ही शेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो हैं वो सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन से आए हैं. So that is the most important thing to show in your electron dot structure, that both the electrons are given or contributed only from oxygen, and hydrogen is just shared, accepted and then shared between them. So next ammonium I will explain in next video.